Welcome to Minnesota Music Mom. I'm Karen Davis. I'd like to play out of a book that I've played several songs out of already. It's called Sacred Silhouettes, Early to Late Intermediate Solo Arrangements by Dennis Alexander and Alfred Publishing. And I want to let you know that this channel, my intent for this channel is to cover all different levels of musicians. So some of the songs I play are going to be kind of simple, and others will be a little more difficult, and then others I'll try to struggle through the more difficult. But tonight, this song is, for me anyway, more simple. And so I really wanted to play it for you because for those of you that are just starting out or you've been at it for just a short while as far as piano or organ, this might be a good book for you because it's got some songs in it that are more simple. And I've used this song, even though it's more simple. I've used it for offertory, and sometimes I use the different on the digital piano. It's got different instruments on there. So just to try to have a little more variety. So this is called For the Beauty of the Earth, and it's 3 pages long. It starts out with 1 flat and then ends with no flats or sharps. All right, that was called For the Beauty of the Earth, and this is the second page to give you an idea of what that looks like. And that is out of the book called Sacred Silhouettes by Dennis Alexander. All right, sometimes I give you an idea of things that have happened to me to try to help you so they don't happen to you, okay? And so I want to give you an experience that happened to me at my first recital to try to help you so that it doesn't happen to you. I started organ lessons in 6th grade, and I didn't start learning piano until 2011. So in 6th grade or 7th grade, my teacher was going to have an organ recital, and it was going to be in her home, so there weren't a lot of people, but still, at a recital, and you haven't been playing, very long. It's terrifying, and all eyes are on you, and you want to do it just right. So I knew my music, but the one thing I didn't think about is practicing with the outfit that I was going to be wearing for the recital, because I had always worn, pants or shorts as far as, at home, shorts or pants. And then when I went to the lessons, it was pants, so I could always see my feet. Now, this is talking about an organ, not a piano. So you're going to want to see your feet sometimes, especially when you're first starting out. And especially if you're at a recital, you're going to probably look at your feet a little more often than you normally would. So I didn't even think about it. I wore a dress because for special occasions or church or whatever, I would wear a dress. This was a special occasion, and I wore a dress. And so I couldn't see my feet. And I bombed. I bombed because even though I knew my music, every once in a while I would need to look at my feet, and I could not see them. And it's like I was too scared and too nervous to think, I'm not going to hike up my, dress. I mean, that's unladylike. And I'm not going to, I tried to see around the dress. That didn't work. So yeah, I bombed. That was not good. So those kinds of things, as a kid, I think it carries on, with you, those bad memories. And so let's speed ahead now to 2011. And I'm starting piano lessons with a teacher that from the very beginning, she said, Karen, you don't need piano lessons. And I'm like, well, okay. But she's like, save your money. You don't need piano lessons. And I'm like, well, but I would really like to take piano lessons to learn, pick your brain a little bit, get your advice, and just, how do you do it, and that kind of thing. And she was really nice because, how I've said I want to play how I want to play. I don't really go with a theory and all that kind of stuff. And she was really nice. She would let me do that. She would sometimes stop and explain, like, well, this is what this sign means, and this is why it's written this way, and this is what key it's in, and this and that. And I would just patiently sit there and listen to her. And then she would see the look on my face. And she's like, you don't really care about that, do you? And I'm like, no, I really don't. She said, just go ahead and play it. So I did. But anyway, she was going to have a recital. And she wanted me to play a couple songs in the recital. So, of course, that bad experience from my very first recital just came flooding right back to me. And I felt like, this is going to be bad. Well, I knew my songs really well, and long story short, it went really well, but my hands were just trembling. I was so nervous. And this was like in a church, a big area with, quite a few people. And I even said to my kids afterwards, I said, did you see my hands trembling? They're like, yeah, we did, but that's okay. It went okay. It went okay. Everything went fine. We didn't hear any mistakes. But yeah, they could see my hands trembling. So I just want to tell you this experience as far as like my first recital back when I didn't think about the dress that, what I was going to be wearing and how it's going to affect how I was going to play. I want to tell you because I want to try to prevent these kinds of things from happening to you. So if I can help anybody at all, that's why I tell these stories, because, these things happen. They happen. And I don't want them to happen to you. And if they do, I want you to just get up and go forward and, just let it roll off your back and don't even think about it. Don't let it hang on like I did. So, all right, well, there's the story for the night. The book that I played the song out of tonight is called Sacred Silhouettes by Dennis Alexander. And the name of the song was For the Beauty of the Earth. Thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you next time.